everyone. Welcome to FreeThinkers Fireside, where we put the human and humanists one chat at a time. My name is Helen, also known as, and right now I'm waiting. I'm getting an echo. Okay, let me try that. Okay, that sounds better. No? Okay, hold on. Sorry, guys. I'm getting an echo, so I have to adjust things. I'll be right back. Okay. Okay, we're good now. I'm fine. So, I'm sorry. I had a little technical difficulty, but it's all good. Just letting you all know that I'm waiting for my guests. She's running a little bit behind, so we're waiting. But then, hi. So, Kyle needs some financial help. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna share Kyle's GoFundMe. You know why we're gonna share Kyle's GoFundMe? Because people need help. So we're gonna do that. And like even if you can just share it, it's only like for like it just dollars. You can do like a couple bucks. I'm a little short until Thursday, but I will definitely some money, Kyle. I did just buy some photos though too, so I'm just saying. But anyway, so please like and share and send us on the interwebs. That'd be really, really great. Also as well. Do you have anything else interesting going on? Question. I do Streamlabs link. What the hell? Hold on, let me get rid of that. I don't not want that in my stream. So, oh my god. All right, I'll get you in slow. Okay. Hold on. Okay, hi, honey.
Oh, there we go. See me now.
So, let's say hi, MsKells King. Hi, honey.
Lord, it's been a long day, but I'm here.
Yeah.
Late though, but I'm here.
Hi. So, why don't you tell the people who you are, what you do, all the things?
Hi, everybody. My name is Kelly King, and I'm known as the Detroit Atheist Queen. And I am foremost the lead affiliate organizer for Black Nonbelievers of the Metro Detroit group. And I'm also on the board member of the Michigan Atheist.
Awesome. Okay, so I did put a link to your stuff in the doobly doo. So that's for people to check out your stuff on there.
Yes.
And
Yes.
okay,
I
good.
don't think I have the
All
Black
right.
Nonbeliever stuff in there, but they can find me through that as well.
So what do you do for Black non-believers?
Well, the affiliate leader means that I organize events and other things in the Detroit area, and I collaborate with a lot of other groups like Sunday Assembly and other groups in that area. That's basically what my job title would be. So I kind of help support liaison with the Detroit area for people to have a community in my area to go to. Being black, being a black person, it's so hard because the community is so small, and many times we don't feel welcome in the other communities. Sadly.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, that's cool. I like. I'm sorry. That's
Oh,
great though that you organize events. What was the latest event you just did, and which one do you have coming up?
I had a brunch. I do a lot of brunches because a lot of people like that. That's why I get the most type of communities doing the brunch.
Yeah, people like to
And
eat.
Yeah. Eat, eat and drink mimosas. People like that.
That's right.
So I had
Yes, they do.
it was at a black owned brunch bar, and they did like bingo, R&B bingo. So that was the last event I have. The next event I will have will be on the 21st of this month, and it will be in Ferndale, Michigan, which is right outside of the Detroit area, and that's at like noon to 2. So that's the next event, and I'm collaborating with Michigan Atheists for that event as well.
Okay, awesome. Awesome, awesome. You'll have to come back and tell us how it went.
I
so,
surely will. No problem at all. No problem at all.
so, um, we became friends over the past 3 weeks. So awesome for
Yes.
us.
Yes.
Yes.
Real fast, but
So, yeah, real fast, but the ties that bind. So,
yes. You cannot get rid of me easily now. Sorry.
yeah, I know. Now we're gonna be bested buddies. That's how it works. Because I made you 20% cooler by knowing me. So now that
Yes,
you
you
know
did.
me, you can't lose that cool status. That's how that
No, I
works. It's
cannot.
science.
I was a lame before I knew you. I was a lamey. Yeah, I was a lame.
So yeah, exactly. So also as well, so on that, we through the course of meeting each other, started talking about the underrepresentation of women, people of color, queer people, people from different, cultural and religious backgrounds may not be so well, not getting as much voice as they should. So, can you speak especially as a queer Black atheist woman? What you have noticed and what like what you noticing, but also some positive things that you're also seeing in those communities online, even dealing with this representation.
First, I'm going to talk about the Black non-believers aspect in it. And the sad thing about it is that many times the community with Mandisa, wonderful, and everybody says how wonderful she is. However, in my opinion, we do not get the support that we are deserving, because many times we'll have events and nobody shows up. And this is for the Black non-believer, for the whole group. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm sitting there like, you can come to the Dragon Cons and the Nail Cons and the Baja Cons and the American Atheist events, but don't think about coming to our events. So that kind of really
Mm-hmm.
hurts me in a sense of that, because we also support the other groups as well. Because I'm definitely not
Right.
telling you not to go to these other events, because I go to them as well. And that's no problem. But if anybody knows, a few years ago, there was a problem with DN. And instead of everybody investigating, they just slandered Mandisa as a Black woman. They didn't find out if it was true or false. And it wasn't until me and a group
Right.
of ladies got together and we wrote the follow-up letter and told them the truth, then they started believing us. And that was sad that it took the
Mm-hmm.
community. And this woman has been part of the Black community and atheist movement for years. So that was the first thing that really got me upset. But I started off my atheist journey. My time was only spent watching
Mm-hmm.
the call-in shows, because I didn't know there was a community. And when I started converting, it was
Mm-hmm.
so when I looked at these shows, I didn't see any Black people on there and
Mm-hmm.
maybe one white woman. And then if I did see a Black person, they were only a guest. So that to me should have was an issue to me. And to
Right.
this day, that stuff is still going on today. In my opinion,
Right.
maybe it's time for us to start our own thing. And I know
Yeah,
that's hard to do it.
it is hard to do it, but I like we've been discussing this, and I do think um if we band together, then that means that there's more of us to draw resources cross, do that cross that intersectionality, the understanding of diversity, the issues that are impacting each group, because you're facing different challenges than I am as a white person,
Yes.
but we're both facing similar challenges as queer atheist women, and being in our 40s, and
Yeah. Oh, I am
being
50.
from the same generation,
Yeah. I'm a little older than you. Not much though, but I'm
A
actually
little older than me, but like, listen, you were
yeah, a
born at
little
the
bit.
tail end of the 70s, girl.
Tail of the 70s. Yeah, I was born tail
Steve's
of the
here.
70s. Yeah,
Yay.
we're close. We're close. But yeah, and I guess the thing of the matter is that being in the Black community, we not only get
Rob. My friends
dogmaed
are here. Sorry, I got excited.
by our atheist community, we also get dogged by the Black community because they feel that we failed the Black community by being atheist. And that's real sad.
Yeah.
How dare you be a Black atheist? You have failed the Black community. I'm like,
Right.
get a load off of yourself,
And
man.
it's like, I'm like, are you familiar with the history of Christianity, sir?
Yeah, exactly.
Let's take a walk.
Like, and converting over was very hard
Right.
because this is what you were based your life on ever since I was like 4 or 5 years old. I went to Catholic school, though I
Mhm.
was a practicing Baptist from my grandparents, and then I had a great aunt who basically raised me, who was Pentecostal. So I went to all these different kind of churches. So I was a confused child. And then when I got let's say in high school, I joined the International Church of Christ, and I was part of that evangelistic church for several years. And then I just stopped going to church because of work and everything. And then one day I just was watching Penn and Teller bullshit. I know that's funny. And they
Oh, I
did
love that
a
show.
special, yeah, and they did a special on the over the Passover. And from watching that, it kind of clicked something in my brain. And I said, wait a second, this doesn't make any sense. Why am I believing this? And then I started going on a rabbit hole watching the ACA shows and stuff like that until I was like, no, I can't believe anymore. It's not right.
Mhm.
And the one thing I had to learn is that the only thing atheist means is not believing in a God or a deity. I should be more
Right.
specific. But so that means that there are plenty of asshole, excuse my language, atheists around. Many of them I will name nameless that I looked up to in a certain perspective, and I realized they were not the kind of person that they were by certain things that they said or did outside. So that kind of got me disappointed in them. I was like, man, but
Right.
I digress, as I say. But yeah,
That's okay. It goes with these stories.
yeah,
It's never like one thing. Like it's a layer cake of shit. So
yeah.
it's a layer
But
cake of shit, guys. It is.
when I go and I watch, I have my train of thought. When I watch some of the shows and I get angry because I sit here and it's a caller talking about a woman's issue, a trans issue, and it's not one woman, no trans, no LGBTQ person, whatever, sitting in that call, and they're trying to control the conversation, and then the host is trying to answer them and trying to talk as professional as they can, but they don't have any understanding of what it feels like. And it
Right.
angers me so much to hear them.
Right.
You will never have opportunity to have what it feels like to have an abortion. You will never understand what it feels like to be a trans. There's some things I would never understand myself.
Right.
But are they trying to? Do they feel the host is gonna agree with them or something in that call? I don't know. That's weird to me.
Well, I think we can all I think we can all like nod our heads and agree that, any sort of bigotry in our community is bad, and I appreciate all of our allies. I really do.
Yes.
But
Yes.
at the same time, having everybody like nod their heads along going, yes, bigotry, sexism is bad. Yes. Okay. Yeah. We all agree that people should make their own choices. Okay. And you can present the science but again, to quote the asshole Ben Shapiro, facts do not care about your feelings. But the thing is, though, is that, but if you're forced to talk to a person that's lived that experience, they're not such an abstract concept anymore. And you made a good point. We don't know what it's like to be trans, or I don't know what it's like to have an abortion. I know what it's like to decide to get your tube side. I know that feeling. And I know what it's like to be a parent of a trans child
And I do as
and
well.
having a trans girlfriend and have trans people in my life. I know that experience, but the actual experience of being trans, I have no idea, because guess what? I'm not in that brain. I don't live that life.
Exactly. I have to say I have a child that's non-binary, so I understand. But I can be empathetic and I can understand what it feels like to be isolated and to be mistreated because you're not the same.
Right.
I understand from that perspective. But it's not the same, but that's why it's so hurtful when we don't work together
it's like to have that
community. Yeah.
Like, we know what it's like to feel less than.
Exactly.
And that's why we all tend to bond in this community, because we understand those feelings. We understand that feeling that I know what it's like to feel just for being who I am less than, for things that are out. And you're just like, I'm sorry, like, less melanin. Okay, what is this? People, I know, but people, it's big worldview.
You're breaking up. Oh, I love Steve so much. Yeah, because he said I'm one of the best humans ever. Thank you. You're pretty amazing too, Steve.
So now that I turn off I should be a little bit more smooth.
I don't know what's going on. I guess she's going to come back in here. I'm stuck with wanting to know what to talk about. But yeah, this is a topic that's very important, and we need the men allies to support us and to be there for us, to help us, to make us.
Hi.
You're back.
Sorry, I had to refresh, because what happened is that I had hardwired in and to my computer. I blame the weed, and I forgot to turn off the Wi-Fi. So it should run smoother now. If it does not, let me know. But I think that was the problem. So
okay.
I'm
surprised that I've not messed up being outside. It is not hot at all out here. Maybe 60 degrees, 65 degrees, something like that out here.
Yeah, I'm jelly. It's still 89 here.
Oh, I wish. I'm jelly of you.
But the mornings are, which tells me we're heading towards fall.
Yeah. I'm jelly of you. It's cold to me. I mean, not cold like that, but I'm like, dang, it would still be warm until October, and it's like chilly now. But
I'm here. Hi, honey.
Yeah. I do not. Which I love fall. It's beautiful, but I don't.
I do miss. Like, it is. Because September 1st, spooky season begins, everybody. I don't make the rules. It's just the rules, and we get like that all-time feeling in Florida. Like, I grew up in New England, so,
Okay.
like,
Oh,
it's a
okay.
completely different experience. So, but
Yeah. Born and raised in the Detroit
and
area.
so it'll be good.
I've been here all my life. Visited other places for a short time, a year or two. I've lived in Papua New Guinea for a year. I've lived in Toronto for a year, but I mostly lived here
Yeah.
most of my life. So this is home. My youngest has moved to Miami, so she's been there a couple years now. So
Mhm.
that's part of that. But yeah, I guess what gets me with this topic is that we do have our allies, but it's some guys that, and we've talked to some of them, you and me, I won't say their names, but for them not to see that there's a problem
Right.
and to have another guy tell
Right.
them there is a problem. And that really gets me.
I think I think that it is this natural defense, and this is something that I had to adjust, is that when someone from a particular a mind of privilege, when you're asking for, but you're over here going, but like, I want you to have equality too, and to get naturally defensive, but really you just need to listen. And that was something that I had to learn. Like someone expressing about their frustrations with like white people says nothing about me as an individual person. It's the system as a whole. You have to adjust those things. That calling out some bullshit for being bullshit doesn't mean that the person we're talking to is bullshit. We just want you to be aware of it, because usually you're an ally and get it. So we're trying to add more context to that.
I appreciate you saying that. That's very important because many people do feel that there's an attack against them as an individual, but it's not. Because I feel comfortable talking to you, so I think that you would be considered an ally, and you getting upset would kind of make me think otherwise. Like, why are you upset? Because I'm telling you how I'm feeling. But,
Right.
you know, that's an issue that maybe that person has to work out. And it's not, maybe not necessarily the person who's talking to them, but them themselves. You know, I try
And
to
it
listen to
does,
everybody with their
like
concern.
the fact that the people that from any community would want to listen about my experience is validating, because then I'm willing to listen to you about your experience, and then where are the things that we are aligned, and where are the things that we differ, because we're not living the lived experience of other human beings. You know, like I'm sorry, like I don't think I should be commenting on, the experiences of, like, children experiencing war crimes on the Gaza Strip. I don't think I should talk about that experience, because I have no fucking, that's like, I know it's probably fucking horrible, but you need to hear about, the certain experiences of people from different groups. Because also, as well, if we start saying like, certain groups of people, and I have to defend myself against, like, perceived racism or perceived bigotry, and it's like, no. I'm like, if you along that, I feel like you're an ally and I trust you. All you got to do is just shut your mouth for 10 minutes. That's all you got to do.
Yeah. And sometimes people just want to vent.
Right.
They just want to have somebody to talk to. Not really maybe a response, but just knowing that they're there to have a shoulder to cry on or whatever they have.
Right.
And that's what we need in our community. That's why we need allies to come to our events, allies to support us and things that we do. And
Right. And like, if you are a white person and there's a Black non-believers event, like, go, please go.
yeah, please. I don't have any problems with anybody coming to
like
my.
do stuff like that.
Exactly. That's very appreciative for me. We need the numbers. You know, that's why really happy with my Michigan atheist family because they do come to a lot of my events as well. They really
Right.
support. And at one time, it was not like that. But the new leadership that I'm a part of, we support each other and work together. Steve as well, we support each other and work together. He's one of my allies. I thank
Right.
you, Steve, for being there for me. But
Steve
yeah,
is the Steve. Steve
is
is
the
one of the best human beings on the planet. I
yeah.
have known Steve for almost 5 years now,
Okay.
and he is an amazing human being. I can count,
Yeah,
and he gives really good hugs, and it can also rap like a motherfucker. So
I don't know why we've never
I've
met
seen
before
him
then,
do
because I've
that.
known him like three years now, maybe. I might be wrong.
Mhm.
But I've known him 3 or 4 years myself. So it's weird that we've never met each other before now. But it wasn't meant then, I guess. I'm trying to read the comments. I am.
I haven't seen Steve in 2 years because we met at the RFR excursion 2 years
Oh,
ago.
that's why I forgot you were
And
part of FR.
they couldn't go last year, and then I'm not part of recovering from religion anymore, so I'm not going this year. But at some point, we're gonna make it happen, Steve, that you and I are gonna be in the same room together and give hugs and have wonderful times, and I can meet your wife and you can see Todd again, and it'd be really
He's
great,
amazing
and we can
too.
hang out. That's like amazing things that could happen.
Hopefully we can all meet and be together.
Right, we can all be in the same place. Be great.
So since you are not going to be part of an event that we went to recently together because of what happened, we have to think of something else so we can get together and meet.
Right, and that's where I think that we need to, this is because this was my thinking, that if we are working towards those of us that are kind of on the outskirts, and I am sorry, I'm sorry if I'm tired of fighting for table scraps. I'm kind of fucking done. I'm done because
Yeah.
I'm like, why am I trying to ride the coattails of white guys? Like, I love my white guys, I love you, but I'm a pain in the ass. And I, as Malcolm Reynolds likes to say, I aim to misbehave. So because of that, I'm going to stir up some shit. And how I'm going to stir up shit is like, we're going to band together and we're going to find a way to, for those of us that are in these diverse groups, like everybody's invited, but we're all aligned on our values. And it doesn't matter your religious background, doesn't matter your race, your religion, your sexuality, your gender, don't care. As long as you're a good person and you're trying to, help the progress happen, we're going to do that.
Allies of all kind are needed.
Because as I said, like, I don't really, I've hit the point in my life that I do not care if you believe in God or not. I do not care. What I care about,
be respectable.
How is your worldview influencing your values?
I can agree.
Actions speak. Yeah, that's me. Because I've known very progressive people of various different religions, and kind, really good, wonderful people. And if I cut off my nose to spite my face, like I'm screwing myself from a potential ally where the house is on fire and I don't really feel like rearranging the furniture right now.
I was kind of looking at the comments while you were talking.
Oh yeah, go ahead. Yeah,
No,
you
you're
can
good.
respond to the wonderful people in my chat.
Yeah.
Because
Is
Tori,
Robin
welcome
here?
to the
Hey,
show.
Robin. Hey, Tori. I'm glad you're able to stop in.
Yeah, thank you for being here. That's very cool.
Oh, you're in Ohio.
So,
what part of Ohio are you in, Tori? Because sometimes I do get to Cleveland and Toledo a lot. So let me know. I might be able to stop by and visit if you're not too far. Okay.
okay. My girl that's my Ember.
Oh, Amber's here. Hey, Amber.
Amber's here. Amber's one of my favorite people.
Yeah, I met her at the Ark Encounter protest, and we've gotten close. And I'm really glad that I did. I was afraid because I was quiet. I was affiliate leader and I would stay in my community, but I didn't branch off. And I just really came to help Mandisa table and set stuff up. And I didn't know that people were going to come to me, speak to me, talk to me, make me feel welcome. And I felt really like, oh, this is cool. Because Mandisa always said she wanted me to be my own person
Right.
and not to be stuck under the Black non-believers umbrella and be my own. And so she's happy that I'm in interviews and I'm doing the podcast with people and I'm going to events without her. So she's like, good, I'm so glad you being your own person and not being up under me.
Yeah. And yeah, I always say, you want to do something, I'll support you. And I don't
Yes.
even give you resources and all that stuff. But I'm like, but if you want to do it, you're going to do it.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
that was the only, I realized that if I wanted to create the content that I wanted, that I was going to have to do it myself. And then I was like, well, and then I asked the community for help. Thank you for all of you that offered suggestions when I started my channel. I'm planning my 1-year anniversary. So if you're on the channel this past year, you're going to get an invite, but I haven't set the date yet, but it's coming up because I'm coming up on a year. So that's how I have plans. Anyway, because also this is how we create community, because then we can have cross-reference and then people can meet each other and that'd be good things.
This is one thing that I do want to say before I get off this air. And it is criminally offensive to me that you only have 250 subscribers. There's no way. There's no way. Your channel is amazing. Your interviews are amazing. The people you have on there is amazing. And you only have 200 and something people follow.
I'm not good at the subscribing and the algorithm stuff. I'm just like, hey, if you show up, great. That's kind of my thing. But but the people that do here, like my viewership is going up. So that's not good. Everybody's subscribing, but my viewership is going up because I've been seeing a steady incline. So
we need to get you. We need to figure out.
But if you would subscribe, people. Everybody, that'd be very nice.
Please.
Like I just want to pay for my StreamYards account. Account. Now looking to make money.
Yes, we need subscribers on this channel. It's a great channel. Support your girl.
Also, too, if you want to be on the channel, you email me. Like, and as long as you're not problematic, you get me on the show.
Yes, like I said, I do have somebody. I told you about her.
JG Wins is going to be on later this week because of the simple fact that JG Wins. James is going to be on.
JG Wins
on Thursday. Yeah, he's going to be on, and this is just from the simple fact that he saw my shit and he emailed me, and I was like, sure, and then I invited him to our amazing community
Discord.
So that's how that happens.
Yes, I have seen him comment and say stuff on our Discord page together. Yeah, but that's just
also too wonderful reminder. Sorry, 1 second. Kyle, thank you for reminding the people for them to just give like a couple bucks to your fundraiser to help you and your wifey get out of hard times, or you can buy one of his wonderful space photography photos, though that also requires money. So, but if we help Kyle get out of the financial hardship, we get more space photos. So, benefits, everybody. Think about the benefits.
Yes, I will help.
I'm going to give some money. Like, I did some self-care this weekend and got my nails done. So I'll give you some extra money later this week, Kyle, but I will promote your fundraiser.
Yes.
And I will bug people. I'll do that. Yes. And then I'll give you money, but I just bought photos from you, but I'm still going to give you money.
I'm going to need the link.
Jason's here. Photo. Hi, Jason. I love my friends.
Hello, Jason.
I love my friends. I love my Canadians. I love my emotional support Canadians. You're great.
Hey, the way it seems,
So
I might have to have one of them adopt me so I can go over the other
right,
for the
listen. I'm
border.
gonna go live at Steve's.
'Cause
I'm gonna go live at Steve's house with his 2 adorable little monkey butt kids, and I'm gonna be their Auntie Helena. I'm gonna be such a bad influence. Steve knows I would be too. Steve would Steve was like, yeah, that tracks.
Yeah, they would not like me. Be like,
I
oh, I
will.
gotta tell you.
I like, God damn it, Helen. I'm like, listen, they only live once.
Yeah.
I'm letting them juggle knives. I'm like, they'll learn. It'll be fine.
They do not need that ice cream. They didn't eat yet. I don't care.
Right, they're hungry. Like,
They getting ice cream
it has
too.
calcium in it. So, okay. So I'm getting back a little bit on topic.
Yes.
What specific, other than lack of representation, but what is another issue that you and your specific circumstances and the way that the lens that you're viewing this through, what are issues that you're seeing that you think could be easily addressed?
Rotation, to me, without thinking too hard, I don't have much brain power, is that if a guy that's not supporting us, so meaning that if you know what's going on and you don't speak up, and you see things that are wrong and you don't say what's going on, because many times if they hear something from another guy, they're more willing to look at that perspective different if it came from us.
Right.
And that kind of hurts me. Or they'll make an excuse for the guy, but not putting him out with what he is. I can't really say guy, but I'm using, that
But
talking about
it's with
women's
anyone.
issues. Yeah. And that hurts. Instead of you saying, hey, this is something that I don't like, and that's why I like Godless Engineer, because he always speaks up. I've
Right.
always heard him speak up. And he's, but some guys, I hate watching those podcasts and the bros and stuff be on there dogging women out instead of looking at the issue.
I don't really need that in my life. I'm sorry. I
Yeah.
got enough of that in the real life. I don't
Yeah.
go looking for that.
Yeah, but I'll be scrolling through TikTok or something, it'll pop up on my feed or something. And I'll be like, are you serious?
Right.
Really? You're not looking at the issue of there's single mothers out there because the man walk away? Not getting after the men that walked away, but getting after the women that raised the kids by themselves. Make that make sense. So that's something that really gets an issue.
It's the either who manipulate or vice versa, or on the other, well, there must have been like a cause for him to like walk away. Like I'm like trauma. Yeah. Let's talk about trauma that's happening in the Black and generational trauma and what happens. We can conversation and be more about it. I'm not, but I'm educated and have a minute of a conversation with someone about it, But I would always say, guess what? There's probably someone from that community that can give you their actual live experience. I am not part of that community. Do not talk to me. I will help, but you shouldn't have to talk to me.
Exactly.
I shouldn't have to educate you on because like I'm the worst person to educate on like poor people of color living in these areas and the history that's all in that, which I can understand it through of someone that has empathy, but I can't discuss it as this is part of your people's story.
Exactly.
I can't do that. I can't fucking do that.
And that's good that you're able to say that. A lot of people don't.
I love you, Amber. So
Yes,
I
we
just
love.
can't. And if we don't allow you to have space, I to have space, Amber to have space, you to have space, Jason to have space, where we're looking at, we're like, okay, the house is on fire. Why don't we work together to put the fire out?
That sounds like a plan.
Yeah,
Yeah, instead of fighting, let's work together.
right.
Well,
Because
I
that's the
couldn't
only way
agree
we get
more.
through this. It's just
Yeah,
us. There is no daddy, guys. I'm sorry. There's no mommy. Like it's just us.
yeah.
Sucks, doesn't it? It sucks.
And we are running rampant. But yeah, that's a real issue for me. And I do thank those that are there in the community. And it's not only in the atheist community, it goes all around because I can remember being in the church and a new brother would come around and would have questions, even though I gave him false information. That I didn't know I was giving information at the time. But I would talk to him with what I thought was right knowledge because that was what the church told me. And I'm telling him what I read in the Bible, though I cherry pick scriptures, and them getting mad telling me that I shouldn't be teaching a man, even though I knew more about the subject than he did.
Right.
But in a couple months, he could be my leader, even though I had been in the church for several years. He just came in there.
Because he wants a penis.
Yeah, yeah, but
Well,
I'm
I mean,
getting
the
angry.
thing is that's why I got attracted to paganism, because then, like, women can have positions of authority within, spiritualist movements. But the thing
Yeah,
is, though, is that I make a terrible cult leader because I'm lazy. And I was just like, listen, like, if you want to have the spiritual growth, go ahead. And I go, and I'll help you along the path, but I'm not doing the work for you. You got to do the work.
I'm
And also,
here, but I would be
and
right
if you
back.
decide that you want to think something different, I didn't tell you couldn't. And I think that in our circles, it's like an important distinction to make between what you know and what you don't know. What wisdom can you impart, and what you know that you lack any sort of experience in, because that's being intellectually honest.
Yes, I agree. I agree. So the thing is now is where do we go from here? What are we gonna do to better the community? I guess each person will have to put their like the stone stoops, so everybody got to put their little part in there to build it up. What are they bringing to the table? Is what guys say to be negative about women, but everybody brings a little bit. It will be a better community to help. Yeah, the truth is that we're in this together. That is right. Changing wins. That's very true. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, we are together. We're family. Yeah, and I have
Yeah.
found very great friends, and I consider family like Mandisa, Cynthia McDonald. Those are my sisters, and I'm so glad I have them in my life. You
Like,
know,
Cynthia's my girl. I don't know Mendiza. I know Mendiza a little bit, but me and Cynthia, like, that's my sister,
yeah.
and I
Well,
love
you're
her to
part of
pieces. So,
ACA communities. That's why yeah. But yeah, and I'm so
oh,
grateful to have
speaking
her.
of supporting the Black community, this T-shirt is from Mahogany Mommies, which is a progressive Black-owned company. They do a lot of progressive wear. I
Do they have
did like
a
a
link?
grab bag. Yes, I'll get the link.
Okay.
This T-shirt came with a package. I got a sweatshirt that says the same thing, and I got one that books, ban books, open minds, open doors, and something along those lines. It was a
Okay.
very progressive, cool about reading man books.
Yes.
So anyway, but they have queer shit, they have bags, all that type
Oh,
of stuff. So I will put a link in the podcast. Like I was like, oh, they have some cool stuff. So I'm just recommending.
yes. I would love. I love supporting. So, yes, I would definitely
Yeah, so
support.
I'm gonna put in the thing in the doobly doo. I'm putting the thing in the chat. I'm doing
Oh,
the thing in the chat, guys. Also as well, will say that like I am very grateful that we met and became friends because you had gave me like a different perspective on how to look at things from your experience. And I knew that you felt safe with that, and also as well, helps me be more empathetic because like there's so much shit I don't get, so much shit. And to have people to be like, this is something that I'm experiencing, I'm like, yeah, like it helps me develop, keep my empathy going. So thank you for that.
oh, no problem. I think we needed each other during that weekend. We didn't even realize it.
Yeah, we did. It was a lot. It was
We needed, and it was so
whew.
needed. And even though sometimes
You were the only other girl there too, other than AJ, and AJ wasn't staying
oh,
with us. So I was like,
oh yeah,
I
that
don't
was true.
like the
Yeah.
fact that like you were. I'm like, thank you.
And then I was sitting feeling this kind of way because I was looking up and I was maybe the only black person. I think it was maybe two other, but they weren't the host. They were just people that came. I said, I'm the only black person here. Besides,
Right,
somebody else. I won't say
right.
his name in the chat. But I'm like, damn, I'm the only woman. I mean, I'm the only black person. And then besides you, I was the only woman. Yeah, besides AJ. So I was feeling some kind of way about that. I was like, damn, I feel man now. And Eli came over there and said, what's wrong? I told him. He was like, he said, I understand how you feel, but you know, I'm here. I'm not a black woman, but I am here and I am your friend. And I said, I appreciate you, Eli, but
That's
it
all
is
we're
felt
looking for.
strange to me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And
Because
the
it's
Bree
like you don't
came
have
over
to
and said
fix
something to
things.
me and said stuff like that. And me and her talked for a long time and things as well, you know. But I am, even though I know that it's weird, but I'm very introverted. And so sometimes it's hard for me to speak up and for me to talk.
You mentioned that when we were all
Yeah.
hanging out. So
Yeah.
yeah, and I
Yeah.
get that. Where I'm just like very loud and annoying. So
Maybe that's why we get
very expressive.
along. I hope it's just a
That's right.
fact.
We're listen, you're the other side of my scale. Like them's the rules.
And then I was able doing Dragon Con meet Kara. That was amazing too. She's an amazing individual.
Car is one of the best human beings on the planet, and
Yeah.
they're one of my best friends. Steve
Because I was
knows my
upset that
love
we
for
couldn't see
Cara.
each other at the back booth, and then we started talking
I'm
through
so
Discord.
mad. I am so mad at FEMA because me and Cara had made plans that
Oh, she works
whole
at
week to
Kara.
spend.
I mean, she was a FEMA. Oh, okay. Wow.
No, I'm talking about Car Griffin. I'm getting my
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah,
Car
yeah,
Griffin was
yeah,
yeah, our car
yeah.
from yeah. We've been friends for 5 years, and no, 4 years. We've been friends for 4 years. One of my
Yeah.
friends in the fucking planet, and the government screwed up my vacation. Though I love you all, and like I mean, good things happen, but like the government fucked it all up, and I did not get car time. And am I mad at the government? Yes. For the number one thing I'm mad at them at is that they deprived me of car time, and you should be mad about that too.
I was mad too, but I am happy that I was able to spend time with her. So I got my Kara time at Dragon Con.
Right.
Yeah. And she supported us and she bought some being swag as well. Thank you, Kara. But yeah,
I
so
will
with that,
remind her. We were supposed to. They hang with. They got to hang with Dr. Ben on Friday because Dr. Ben had to go to San Francisco for some work stuff, and Car Station in the Bay Area in California right now. So they got to hang out.
okay.
So again,
Oh, so everybody's spending time
I
with her
get car
but
time.
you. So
Right. Everybody gets car time. That's how it works. I hate the
yeah, so I was on Freedom from Religion, from Religion, which one it was, but where was she in? So I will be, soon as they post that, I will be sharing the link on my on my social medias and things like
Oh,
that.
Recovering from Religion or the Freedom from Religion Foundation?
Whichever one Car is on. I was on that one.
Cars on Recovering from Religion.
Recovery.
See,
Okay.
this happens a lot.
I always get
Look at
confused.
Freedom from
Dan
Religion
Barker
Foundation.
is
Okay,
freedom.
it's fine.
Dan
Like-
Barker is freedom, and then the other one is recovering. Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
So RFR is the emotional support side, and the Freedom from Religion Foundation is the governmental, constitution side.
Okay.
So those are they're both support each other, but different things, like separate things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just know it's on there, so I will share the link when I get it, so you can watch the interview. We talked about the Arkham County protest. I was with Jess, and I was with Joe, who was recently on your show. So they were on the podcast.
So I want to ask you something.
Sure.
So there's two obvious things about us, that we're both women.
Okay. We're both queer.
Of a certain age. We're both women of a certain age. Yes. And we say, like, we usually, like, I express that I'm queer all the time, like, because I don't fucking care. I don't really care. Just deal with it. You're not in my bedroom, so don't worry about it. And then the other side of it, but I think both you and I are neurodivergent, and I don't think that because it is not visible, we know how to recognize it in other people, but I don't think there is a much discussion about how neurodiversity affects us as far as our relationships to other people. I don't think there's enough discussion about, like, how it is depicted versus actually living with it in a realistic, and also understanding how we communicate in these spaces, because the way that our brains work is just different, and the way that we come to conclusions and our logics is going to go down a different pathway than people that are neuronormative. So I think that also too, I want to get your perspective on this, about, like, how that could be represented better even within these communities as well.
I'm trying to think.
That was a lot. Take your time.
It was.
It's a heavy question, so.
It was. I know for myself, besides all these other problems, I also deal with mental health as well. And I know many times I try to see the best in everybody else, and that always bites me in the ass, sadly. And I've learned that sometimes I have to focus on myself and not anybody else, which is hard because I'm empathetic as well. Mm-hmm. So even the villain, I'm always trying to help them out. I don't know why.
Right.
But that's strange.
I don't know. I'm like, let me understand your trauma.
Yeah.
Let me get to a place where, like, everything is nuanced.
Are they a villain because of the things that happened in their past, and they turn to be the bad guy? Because maybe I can help them to become a good guy again, or girl. Maybe. Right. So that's hard. But now recently I'm looking out for myself now. I can't really worry about the next
because we're getting old, and we're just like done.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's hard.
Well, no, I don't think I'm going to reframe this. Okay. We're not looking out for ourselves. It is that for us to do the advocacy and the work that we want to do, we have to set boundaries. Before, we might have, because of our religious and emotional trauma, and being socialized as women, as caretakers, we have to take on the emotional load of others so they feel safe. And we kind of got to the point where we're like, dude, get off the cross. We need the wood. And I will be there for you in the capacity that I choose to be there for you, rather than I have to take on your burden. So I think that learning that language skills and understanding in that framework is better than saying like you're being selfish. I've learned to set boundaries.
That's perfectly said. I couldn't say it better
Yeah.
myself. Yeah. But I still sometimes feel guilty for putting myself
Right.
first, you know, because I
It's
think
it's
even
a
as a
it's a it's
child,
a
I always
rub.
put
It's
my
a
parents first and my kids first, my spouse first, my friends first. And I
well,
was always the bottom of the
let's
totem
add the
pole.
perceived rejection dysphoria to that, and then I'll tell you how well I handle those situations. Like,
Yeah, that's one reason why I stayed in my community and just was the affiliate leader for the Detroit group because I felt I was going to be accepted if I was in the mainstream movement, the activism. And I guess I lied to myself because I am, you
yeah,
know.
like you're such a strong voice, and like I told you, like instant friend. I'm like this girl, like I said, I love her, and also like you came with recommendations. So if you come with recommendations of like cool people that we know, then
Yeah.
I will naturally fall into line because I'm a I am a prolific cult leader. So prolific, everybody. That's the key. So
Though I can go from 0 to 100 really quick. So just because I'm nice, do not mean that I can't be a bitch. Please do not disrespect to me, because I can turn the
right.
switch on you really quick. Just know that I don't like doing it, but I used to be a very revengeful person. Oh, you're gonna hurt me. I'm gonna hurt you even worse. I'm gonna make you feel the pain that you're doing to me. Then it wasn't even worth doing all that drama and trouble.
Oh,
But they used to be my passion.
as John's wife Casey says, there's the three F's. Unless you're financing me, fucking me, or feeding me, I don't want I will choose if you can be in my life. After that, like I don't really care, And I was like, that's a good point, So
Hi,
I'm
Maya.
Maya's here, yay! Hi, honey. Maya, I gotta get you on my show. Got to get you on the show.
Yes,
Um, so
another amazing individual in the Black community.
yes, Maya's amazing. I love Bad Science Sunday. It is a trip, because the stuff that they review on there, it breaks the brain of how fundamentally the misunderstanding of science is. It's kind of like it is moi.
I think I've watched a few episodes, but not enough is what I should. You know.
I blame Elliot SR for getting me involved with Maya because he was on her channel and I'm really good friends with Elliot. And I was like, well, here I go. I'm gonna go
He's
here.
he's another
Hang out with
cool
this
white
cool
guy.
person. So it's all Elliot's fault. And then I was like, oh, I love Maya's content. This is great. Usually I listen to it after the stream happens, like during like a commute or whatever, because I tend to watch things after they happen because it's hard to I have ADHD, guys, like, and it's like but I'll streak your chat at least like once in a while. I'll show up. I love you all, but I do really appreciate what Miles doing because girl, you're whip smart, and the people that you have on are also whip smart, talking about like this bad science, and I just love it. So yes, Maya. Yes, SR did. Yep. That's why I know who you are, woman. Also, Maya, just so you know, when you're on my show, you have to pick the topic, but it can be about whatever you want. It can be about activism, it can be about like whatever's pissing you off that day, or it can be like some fandom you're into right now. If you want to talk about that for an hour and a half, that's fine. Like when Neil the 604 atheist came on, we talked about Legos. When Ethan, your friendly neighborhood atheist on, we were going to talk about building community, and we talked about polyamory and kink for an hour and a half. So it just depends.
Yeah. Your
There's
last
no pressure.
episode with Felicia And that was a spare of the moment episode. That was amazing. I was like, I was
Felicia's
like, man,
amazing. Oh my
that was
God.
a
Like
cool. I was like, man,
I've known
that
her
was
for
a
3 years now, but I was like, I'm like, I forgot how fucking smart she was.
yeah. I was like, man, I was like, I don't think I can compare it to that interview.
I got a lot of positive feedback on it. Apparently, people like to watch me struggle with philosophical questions.
Because I was like, man, that was deep, and that really, I hated
I'm
it,
like,
but it
oh,
was
we're deep. We're getting into the deep side of the so
I was like, man, and they knew
so
a lot. They're very. I was like, man, I did not know. I just talked to them in the discourse. I really didn't know Felicia that well, but I was like, man, she's very intelligent.
yeah, she's web smart. I know too many
Yeah.
smart people. I'm kind of amazed how many smart
And
people
then
I
you
know.
know me. How that possible?
I know. No, don't don't don't. You have very high emotional intelligence. You are very smart. So
I just have an associate's degree. Everybody has a PhD, the masters.
I
Oh,
listen. I am bachelor educated, and I can tell you, um, yay. Well, I picked a degree that I didn't want to make money, so I picked psychology.
okay. Yeah, yeah.
I couldn't afford to get my master's, so I ended up studying on my own. So I studied psychology as like a hobby. Because I find it fascinating, and actually, I'm writing myself my own like master's level course on social psychology.
Okay.
And I'm gonna because like I figured I'm like at least I can pretend I'm in college. So
But they say it's no future in your fronting though. You got to be careful.
right.
Yeah.
Listen, I just want to bring receipts to everything I do. I'm like, here, there's like I have research. I have to, like, hey.
I am trying to work on writing a book.
I love you, Kyle. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Let me see my Okay, okay. Oh, cool. Okay. Yeah. So I'm working on writing a book. It is really hard because I don't want to go deep into details because I don't want to
Right.
put other people out. So trying to word it where I don't.
You're in the I'm finding my footing ground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think that some things in my life need to be talked about because it might help
Hmm.
somebody else and things of that nature.
Right.
Because I deal with mental health. I have bipolar, and that's a struggle in itself. And so that's part of my other issues that I have being a black, queer, atheist, mental health person.
Why? Listen, my best friend is bipolar. My boss is also bipolar, and we've bonded. Um, I I have ADHD and trauma, and though I'm not bipolar, like the way it has been described to me by people that have experienced that, I'm like I don't experience to the extreme that you have, but I know those feelings.
Mhm.
So it's like the empathy was very easy for me to get to on just because of the way my brain is. So
And many times I think that I've been undiagnosed with ADHD. I don't think because many times I've had some of the symptoms, my disorganization, my brain fluttering and things of that sort, and racing a mile a minute and things like that. I'm like,
look up ADHD and attentive type.
okay.
Because that's typically what manifests in women. Um, and I would
Okay.
also look up ADHD and attentiveness in women of color because
Okay.
it's gonna be different than how my ADHD might present. You
Okay.
know, so I would look because the way that we're socialized affects how our ADHD manifests.
Okay.
So there's that. So
Yeah.
that's what I would do because that's how I really understood the type of ADHD that I have. Um and it is one of those things about like the way that our brains communicate with our environment. it's one of those things. Like I'm actually paying a lot more attention than people think I am. Like I will be listening to you and I'll be over here like responding to a message, but I still hear everything you said. It might take me a couple seconds to catch up, but I heard everything you said.
Yeah, that's one thing that is my superpower, that I'm good for observing everything that's going on, even though you don't think that I am. And I find a lot of juicy information about people because they don't think I'm paying attention.
Yeah, I'm taking notes.
I'm like,
I may not like steel trap. I'm like, and especially if there's emotion tied to this, I'm like, steel fucking trap.
yeah, I'll be.
I'm building that gray matter.
Yeah, I'll be.
That's why when I get old and like I was thinking of some of the shit you were saying, like, you know, and I have a Rolodex of things in my brain that I want to say to you when I'm like 85. I can pull that shit up.
Yeah, I try to watch. I try to be observant. So, because I do like to know stuff. People, if I pay attention, they might not think, if I'm noticeably paying attention to them, they might not want to talk.
Right.
You know. But hey, just like we said before, we need a community of different people working together, loving each other.
Right, because that's the only way we're gonna get through this.
Yeah. And I think what Felicia was saying, sorry. What Felicia was saying in the interview, she was like, it's so many. We talked about the diversity, in the conversation as well shortly, and they said that it's everywhere, no matter what, and that's sad.
Right. And that's the thing. Like I think that if we want the community to change, we have to change. And the only way we're going to do that is that if we're working together and we are pulling from each other's experiences, both personally and professionally, because that's how you grow. And like I have this kind of model, like you are responsible for your own content and the stuff that you're putting out there, but what we want to offer is a community you can go. So if you wanted to, I don't know, like you're doing my show, and we can cross-reference and be on each other's shows, but we're responsible for our own content, how much output that we put into the algorithm. But the thing is, though, is that if we're all joining together in this secular community of skeptics and progressive people, then we can create a hub where everybody's in charge of their own shit, but the community builds.
Exactly. And that's what we need.
Right.
That's what we need.
And just really good oversight. And I'm the type of person that I'm about 100% transparency. Because then everybody's held accountable.
Sometimes it's hard for me to be transparent because I'm afraid of.
And I'm not talking about like individual, like, personal conversations between like, unconsenting adults or anything like that. I'm talking about like, if I'm going to create like a community, there is an oversight community, but also that oversight community has resources they can pull from. Like if you're reviewing content, like about like, on the Black experience, you can pull other people, be like, hey, what is your perspective of this particular channel? You can do it through a white person's lens and a Black person's lens, and then talk about that, and do we want to platform them on the hub? So those perspectives are being listened to rather than like, well, this person has a lot of, traffic, let's just plug them in. And it's like, no, that's not going to help us.
Yeah, I agree. It was funny.
That's what the accountability matters.
It was funny before the show. I had so much stuff that I wanted to say, and now that I'm here, my mind went blank.
Listen, girl, we have lots of things to say on many things.
But yeah, that's where this issue,
I'm sure Kyle's got shit to say. Lindsay's got shit to say. Mine's got shit to say. People got shit to say.
I know a couple people came on and said they wanted to talk about the BN and stuff like that.
Yeah,
but
so
if
yeah,
if a couple people said they wanted to start their own group, it's best to go on the website and fill out the contact us information. And there's
is it on the Black Non-Believers site?
Yeah, on the Black Non-Believers
okay,
site.
Black, if you go down into my description box, the link to the Black Non-Believers is in my description box.
Yes.
So if you go down there,
and it will say
so just pull that open. Yeah.
And fill that out. Then Mandisa will contact you, because it's another form that you have to fill out if you want to become an affiliate leader. But that's not on the website right now.
There you go. But it is in the Jubilee Do as well. So if you're watching this later, you want to get involved with Black Non-Believers, if you go into the description box, there is a link. So there's also links to Freedom from Religion Foundation, the Clergy Project, Recovering from Religion, Secular Sobriety, and a bunch of different other groups. So if I am missing a link of a public charity that helps secular and marginalized groups, please also email me here.
I appreciate you, Kyle and Jason, saying that I'm a great guest. I really appreciate that. I appreciate your compliments. Thank you so much.
You're a wonderful guest.
And
you're amazing.
I feel that way about some of your other guests as well. Because I think
I know
show together,
cool people.
I be cracking up. That's funny. He's on the show with you. He has a gift of gab.
Yeah, it is.
He can talk about any topic for hours. I'm like, man, how do you do
it? You just get really good at it.
Yeah, I guess because he does it so long, and because like
once
my
you
kids are angry,
girl, once you get your feet wet, like it's like riding a bike, like because like if I look at like my early content, like it's cringy. Like I'm like or like you watch my first interview when I was on the Ask an Atheist with Ethan. You can go watch it, everybody, but it's cringy. Like I'm a weirdo now, but I'm a confident weirdo now. But like that was not a confident weirdo. So, just letting you know. But now it's like riding a bike.
Well, what you should know is that when I was in middle school, they had similar to the mock elections in high school. They had paper. It was called the Paper Plate Awards, and I was voted class weird. So, go figure. That really hurt me though. I didn't let them know that, but I was really upset. Like, damn, I'm weird to you guys. But yeah, I'm just me. But now I'm happy being weird.
It's a weird dynamic of like especially when you get to your I don't know if you went through the same experience, but when I got in my 30s it started, but me really solidifying that I do not give a fuck him in my 40s. I'm like, nope. I just don't care.
I don't.
I give no shits, guys.
Not one flying.
No, it's I'm like, are you being kind? Great. Do you want to do you want to drink wine and play video games and hang out and have an orgasm? Great. Okay, that's all I need. We're fine. It's gonna be great.
And speaking of that, that's one thing that I had to get over, especially being in this community, is sexual liberation. Because I was so dogged out by some of the sexual things that I experienced. You're less than a woman, or I can't believe you're a slut and stuff like that. But now people openly do things, and I'm like feeling weird, because I'm like, I was talked about because I was kink shamed, as I would say. So now I'm ashamed to even talk about sexual things. And then I go in the community and people talk about it openly, their sexuality and things that they do as a couple.
It is
man, that's amazing.
It is the adage, the whores persist, but so do I. Because growing up as a Catholic and growing up as a queer woman, well, fuck with you. And I still, in the back of my little parts of my brain, will feel dirty and somehow shamed for my interests and desires. And me being very open about it, admitting like, hey, like Bree's my girlfriend, and she's trans, and I don't care what any motherfuckers think. Also, I'm married, and I have a husband that loves the fuck out of me. I have that too. So I really don't
I have
care
neither.
if you have a problem with it, because I do it as an open defiance of like, fuck off. You don't get to dictate how I live my life.
Always make a joke, though some people want to take me up on the offer where I say, since I can't find the right person, I might as well just be a couple's unicorn. But
That's not a listen. There's naked time and orgasms. I don't see how this would be.
Yeah, I'll
Like,
say that. Like, really?
as long as you're navigating the space safely, and I can help you with that. Like, if you need help navigating space and making sure it's safe, I can help you with that, because I have 25 years experience being in the kink community. So help you with that. But also as well, then possibly orgasms and then relaxation. Like, that's how we fight the patriarchy, is orgasms.
I would have to see your interview with Neil.
Oh yeah, Kyle was on pretty recently on Neil's channel. So
Okay, I have to look that up. Okay, I just watched Steve's yesterday.
I got new photographs from Steve yesterday, so I'm going to take photos of them and post them. I'm going to probably put them on the wall behind me, and when I'm on other channels, when I'm not doing my show, I'm just going to show off like Kyle's artwork. So
I know Chris Mallard had said he was like, that's your show. I need to be on his show, but I don't know.
You need to be on Neil's show. I will bug Neil and I will tell him to have you on a show.
Okay, yeah, I haven't really. Yes, I can.
Or you just DM him and be like, Helen said that I have to be on your show, and he will have to listen to me.
Yeah. And then I know
that's Steve all you gotta do. Say Helen said this.
And I know Steve too. So and added bonus as well.
And Neil's my bitch, and it will happen.
Yeah, he shows on Saturday. I have one Saturday off a month, so that would be the Saturday that I would be on, because I'm working. They'll be back on 6 days a week. This is the only day I have off. I don't like the hours though. I need the money though, because I've been doing so much traveling and stuff and going to all these different events.
I know you were at DragonCon. You went to the back cruise. You're traveling between doing other shit too, like you mentioned. Yeah. And I'm like, damn.
Yeah, because I'm doing something every week in my community, or I'm going out of town. So yeah,
okay.
Revival the Reason was like in April. Then we had the Ark Encounter, Back Cruise, Dragon Con, and then it's the BNC Con will be in November.
Kyle's got it. Of course you are, Jason. I can be rambunctious.
Be right back.
So all right. you were making like the fucking rounds, girl. Was this like your first year of like going to a bunch of different like atheist events and skeptic events?
Yes, first time, because
awesome.
I planned to go other places in the past, but it was the being problem with the group and Lionel and the affiliate leaders leaving and everything. So they kind of didn't want Medicine to be around, and so I didn't feel right to go to those events without her, because they were lying to her. So I'm like, nope, I'm down with my girl. So you don't like her, you don't like me either. They know me anyway, but still.
I haven't talked to Mandisa in a while, and I need to. So because I think she's amazing. It's just been circumstances.
How far are you from Miami?
The past couple of years have been a wild ride, everybody. I'm just gonna let you all know. Like, in this community, it's been a ride. So
yeah, how far you're from Saint Petersburg, right?
I am about an hour and a half to 2 hours from St. Pete.
Okay. Because I was seeing, because I'm going to be in the Miami area for the CCon in November.
That's on the other side of the state.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. That's not close to each other. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not gonna like Free Flow is doing the cruise next year, and I don't know what 2027 is gonna hold. If they'll probably be back in Orlando if everything does not turn to shit. So that'd be great. But next year I'm either going to do one conference that I can't talk anything about yet because it hasn't been officially announced, so nothing there.
Let me know.
Or
I will
I'm
probably
gonna be involved with the American Atheist conference and go do that. Because that would
Now,
be awesome.
do you know where that's supposed to be? Because I know that they were supposed
I
to be.
think it's in St. Louis.
Okay. Because they were
If I
supposed.
am not correct, chat, please correct me like the bitch I am. Okay. So I am the knowledge bitch. Or not I am knowledge. I am knowledge's bitch. I'm wisdom's bitch. I was trying
And
to
I'm
say
just a
like
bit.
I was trying to say a completely different word. I could not get it out.
You're a knowledge bitch, and I'm just a bitch.
I'm like that's why I love you. Because you are a bitch. Bladen's here. Oh my God, I haven't seen Bladen since we were on the nonprofits together. Holy shit, y'all. Bladen, holy fuck. I haven't seen Bladen in so
I feel special. You came on that
long. The
one.
fact that you're here, honey, I'm so fucking excited. Like,
That's
oh
because
my
they
God,
love
you better
me.
subscribe to my fucking channel, man.
That's
You
why they.
must subscribe to my channel and love me because I said so.
And maybe you need to
Because
be
you
on
haven't
an
been around.
interview. Have they ever been on your show?
Bladen, I haven't seen Bladen in like a year or
Well, you
so
need to be
because
on her show
we
then.
did like 1 or 2 episodes of the nonprofits together, and then he disappeared into the ether. And the fact that you're here is bringing me so much fucking joy right now. And you're gonna have to come on my show too, man. We're gonna have to hook up on the Facebooks, or you can email me right here. Also, as well, please subscribe.
What is the Nightbot talking about?
Nightbot,
Yeah, talking about.
because Nightbots needs to go home. They're drunk because
Go to
apparently
sleep.
Hearts
It's your
is
bedtime,
spamming
Nightbot.
Nightbot. Nightbot's drunk.
Yeah, they need to stop.
I like that you called him Night Boy, Kyle. I like that you called Nightbot Night Boy.
I'm trying to get this light
That's right.
on.
Make Chapa your bitch.
That better. That's better. Trying to get the light so he can see me. It's getting kind of dark out
Yes,
here now.
I want to see your pretty face. So, okay. So per usual, I have to pee.
Okay.
So you're going to talk for a minute or two while I refill my drink and go to the bathroom because that's a requirement of being on the show. Okay, so give me 2 minutes,
No problem.
possibly 3.
Okay.
All right, I'll be back.
Okay. All right. So as of right now, like I said, it's too bad you guys can't come, but maybe next year, November, we have our Black Non-Believers CCon. It's amazing. We have so much fun. And we go like to 3 different countries, and it's just amazing time. I don't know what else to talk about. That's weird. Like some people, when Helen Hell's Bells walks away, they can talk for the whole time, but I'm sitting here like weird because it seems like I'm talking to myself. But I know you guys are listening to me, so it's okay. Anybody have any questions for me? They want to put in the chat or anything? Um, I can answer them maybe. Yeah, you do. You've been missing in action. Though I think I've seen you recently, if I'm not mistaken. My mind is blank and everything like that. Oh, I've had a great time so far. A little nervous. A lot of people don't know, but as a child, I dealt with stuttering. So sometimes I'm afraid because I do slip up and I do stutter sometimes. So that's one reason why I'm afraid to speak in public a lot of times. But Helen's amazing. The show is amazing. Um, my favorite space object. I remember when I was younger, I used to love going to the Toronto Science Center because I think that was so much better. Oh, okay. So you can understand how I'm going through then with the stuttering problem. Um, Galaxy would be something I would be interested in seeing, but I would want to look at your page so I can look at the different pictures that you have to know which ones that I would like
I'm up
to.
to I'm up to 6 now, I think. 5 or 6 now. So, oh, Kyle shit.
Yeah, but when I was younger,
Kyle, oh my God. So I got a notification on my Facebook that the first time I bought from you was a year ago. And I just ordered new art. So it's our 1 year anniversary being like awesome. Like, I'm like, we're awesome people. So,
well, we're far
you're
away from you.
welcome.
I mean, I always like to travel, change the wind. So visiting you would not be an issue for me because I love getting the hell out of Michigan and going different places. But yeah, I used to. People thought I was mute when I was younger because I didn't like to speak because I stuttered. So it wasn't until I got like middle school to high school that I stopped. Though, like I said,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes when I get nervous, I do it again. That's probably why I'll be too afraid to public speak too much. But
Mm-hmm.
this is like two people talking in
Yeah,
public.
that's all it is. I'm not,
So I
I
feel
am
comfortable
not
with it.
formal.
Yeah. You're sitting at the table and so what are your goals in life, Miss King? I don't know.
No, I don't. No. Oh God, kill me.
Yeah. So you and Chris Mallard are the two interviews that I've had, and I felt really comfortable with those two interviews.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's like I don't really. Well, I like. There's some people like, um, are very like formal and do more formal interviews, and I think that's great. I've been on a couple of those shows, and it's fine. But then my myself comes out, and you just get this because I don't know. I don't know how to be anything but myself. So, but
That's all
that
you
being
can be.
said, um, that's all you can be. But that being said, I do have a certain appreciation for people that can do like more formal interviews, like NPR,
Yeah.
impressive people.
Yeah.
So,
Just who is it? I think Seth Andrew has a more formal interview. But I like watching his interviews when he has them and stuff like that. You know, maybe one day I'll be at that caliber where I can speak at those kind of interviews one day. But I'll do it
I
this.
I like I just bug Seth when I want something from him. So I just DM him and I'm like, Seth, I need help with this. Like send me details and I'll be like, okay. And then he does stuff for me.
Oh yeah.
Because
Something's wrong with your
he is
thing right now.
he's really good hugs. He is the sweetest thing in the world. So he's exactly what you.
Well, I don't know how to feel about this way, but at NailCon, he said, I look like I'm trouble. So I don't know how to feel about that.
Me and Seth had several different sorts of conversations at Free Flow, like 2 years ago. So, we had some conversations. So,
Like you're trouble.
but like it's funny. He's like I think he talks to a lot of people. Very like he talks to a lot of people through like Messenger and stuff. So he's very quick. But once you're like in his presence, like he is focusing on you and he cares and he really like engages. So he's just like he's very sweet. because that was one of the things
is.
that drew me to the atheist movement. I told him this. I go, the real one got me involved in this community was you, because you were kind.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. No, nobody has. I haven't had any. Well, it's, I don't want to say no name, but it's one person. I didn't really get to talk to them, but I I was kind of disappointed with them. But I don't know them and really have a conversation with them, and so I can't really judge them because maybe if I talk with them, I might have a better understanding with them.
Mm-hmm.
But from the communication that we had, because everybody else came on, spoke to me, was welcoming. He didn't even say anything to me, but it's hard for me to speak, and I've had to learn how to do it now. It's hard for me to speak to people that I
But
don't know.
but
Real hard.
but here's the thing though, is that I definitely like my format, like I don't have a lot of subscribers. Like I do want to let people that may not have like a huge platform, um, a place to come, because I do know a lot of people in this community. So I kind of want to do that, more of that connecting thing and getting people with smaller channels to, to just be known as a person, like, just a person. um that was kind of my idea. But imagine though, just putting this out there, that if you had a whole community of people that, like someone that had a stutter, that was like, oh, I remember what that was like, let me give you like what helped me with my dialect when I started doing podcasting. Like you would, like, imagine if you just had someone that would just talk to you for like a half an hour once a week to help you like communicate, in a constructive criticism kind of way.
Yeah. Yeah, and I know exactly. Like I talked about my stuttering with the show and the struggles that I had dealing with it. So yeah. So I'm like, if I speak, I'm going to stutter. Though I don't stutter like in a regular conversation, but when I get nervous and my brain is thinking faster than my words are coming
it's
out,
it, that's the ADHD brain.
then that makes sense then. I know if you remember the Micro Machine commercial, it was like they were like,
Girl, you gotta look up ADHD symptoms in women.
that's why I think
I
that I
see
really
you.
have it. That's
Yeah.
really, I think I have it.
That's how we bonded. I'm like, this is my sister. She knows. She knows. We're
Yeah.
aligned. Like,
But I won't put her
you were
name out on
soulmates.
here. But I do have somebody. I'm gonna have her email you. I do have somebody that I would really like you to have on here. She is my white sister, and she's
Yay.
amazing. And I want her on the show because her story needs to be heard.
Okay. You get her in touch with me. We'll talk. I mentioned her briefly to me.
Yes,
You have
I
to
do.
remind me because the ADHD is strong.
Yeah,
Usually
yeah,
that's why I tell people to email me, because then I will remember to keep it in my inbox until I do it.
yeah.
That is
I
the best thing to do. I'm telling you,
even
because if you just mention it and I'm gonna, like, I get distracted, and I have object permanence problems. People, you don't exist until you're in front of my fucking face. Like,
I will have her email you.
that's just it is. Like, I got very excited when Bladen showed up. And I was like, yay, Bladen's here. And I
Oh
hadn't seen
yeah.
Bladen in a year. And then all of a sudden I remembered that I have an amazing relationship with this person. That's how this works.
Yeah. Bipolar, uh
Right?
PTSD. So yeah. So I understand. I
Yeah.
have
Oh
a
my
lot of
God,
that
Kyle.
stuff.
Like I have
I
I
can.
have
Me and you can be
the
friends.
like look at like just like listen, this is trauma, and this is trauma corner, where it's usually jokes of a sexual nature, sarcasm, and some healthy trauma bonding. That's this. Hello, welcome to my space.
And the sad thing is that many people
Like,
don't know.
again, the horrors persist, but so do I.
We're friends now. You're stuck with us. Thanks, Kyle.
Exactly. Like, yeah, welcome to the club, man.
Thanks.
Like, welcome to the trauma club. I'm
Thanks.
gonna get special hats for the trauma club.
I will proudly wear my hat.
We'll find hats. I don't I'm thinking something Pikachu. Maybe so.
Pikachu was always cool.
Yeah, like I feel that with like, you know, giving that the energy I'm looking for. So,
I'm gonna see myself.
you're a Pokemon. Like, your trauma manifesting as a Pokemon. What Pokemon?
Then I
would you
got this
be?
black on. All this black on, and then my face is the only thing you can see.
but you have such beautiful skin, so you and like with the light and everything, you have like voodoo princess vibes right now. Oh, yeah. So, which is awesome because it's almost spooky time.
You're making me blush.
I know. I'm just saying, like, you got the voodoo. Oh, you know what's funny? So when I was in the pagan community, we did a whole ritual based around Santorini and their gods and things like that. Did we as white people, like, even though we were trying to be like kind of respectful, like we were still a bunch of white Western European people like appropriating shit? Yes, but there's some like really cool gods and stuff in the Santorini Santera religion, like in voodoo. Like there's some cool gods. I'm just saying.
Yeah, like
oh my God, Bladen, you too. Bladen's in the club.
Another hug.
Yay! Welcome to the club. Woo!
Yeah. But yeah,
Bladen, I missed you so much. Now you're just gonna have to hang. I'm gonna invite you to my the link to my Discord. Okay, so if you're not on my Discord, the link to my Discord is in the doobly-doo, and you must come join my Discord. Because
I was just excited.
We're gonna win the internet.
I was just excited that I won that gift that I posted it. And I didn't think it was gonna. I thought it was funny, but I was like,
girl, jump it in. I won it. So for those of you that were not on, okay, so for those of you who have not joined my Discord, one, shame on you, but two, so I created a not safe for work, channel for my Discord, and casual shit, that is one of my channels. This girl posted dildo, and I was like, girl, jump it in to the deep end right now.
Because I won.
I am sorry.
Hold on, let me get my favorite dog. Hold on 1 second. I'm listening, but I walk away.
Okay. Well, now your boobies are in my face. So whose fault is that? So I'm just saying, just pointing this out that I was like, girl, I'm like, I have a not safe for work channel. Like, but like, if you feel comfortable enough in my group that the first thing you do after saying hi is post a picture of a dildo, I feel seen and accepted. So thank you. So Julie's flood my Discord with dildo pics. Well,
I want something.
You can flood my Discord with dildo pics. I'm not going to tell you not to.
No, I
just make sure I get a discount.
I won. That's what I won. I was like, man, that's amazing.
I'm not going to talk about the sexual apparatuses I have bought. Well, the husband bought, so we're not going to talk about that. That's a different show.
Yeah, we won't leave that on.
So there's that. This is what happens when you get to your late 40s, ladies, is that you go through a second puberty. And when you go through the second puberty, like, you're horny all the time, but you're also very impatient. So it's with everything. That's the reality.
Come on, up. We have a guest on the show.
It's a popper. Who's it?
This is Sugar.
You told me about Sugar. Yeah, you showed me pictures of the baby.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Hi, baby. Oh, I'm going to give all the kisses.
Yes,
Give all the kisses.
This is my girl right here, my sweetheart. Yeah, I don't have any. I am open book. I don't care. I can talk honestly, and I don't like to. What do you call it? How can I put it? It's on the tip of my tongue what I want to say. Cover anything up.
We're not going
I'm transparent as I want to be.
transparent. Yeah, I think that's a great word.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty much like I'm an open book until I decide that I don't want to be.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, and
hard.
but like I think that, and I do, when I first met you, because of your neurodivergency, it was a little awkward. Like we connected, but there was like finding that rhythm of conversation, and where we connected that took a little bit. Because the thing is, though, is that when you are neurodivergent, you're hyper aware of how other people communicate, and you're trying to find the rhythm. And I was like, I'm gonna figure this out, but also I also like, because I had endorsement from like our friends. I was like, well, like obviously they're gonna be cool.
Yeah,
I just got to figure out the rhythm of what our relationship's gonna look like, you know.
And that's why I was like, the amount we paid for the Airbnb, I could not have got a hotel for that price. How cheap that was.
That was my plan.
But it worked.
I worked. I was like, we're all going to be in the same place. We're splitting the cost.
Yeah. So I'm like, that was the cool part. That was the main thing. And then I was sitting there like, they don't know me, so I may be best if I have my own room, because sometimes I need to. I didn't mind going down there, being with everybody, but if I needed to be alone, I wanted to be alone, and that was cool. Right. Because I don't. When I don't get my space, I'm like, no.
Especially like convention weekends, and you're with people that you have known online or just seen online, but know them. Yeah. It'd be a lot, you know, but most, like nearly all the people in our community are very kind, cool people. Yeah. So like one of the things, like Durante said this last year when he went to the RFR excursion, that he was nervous because a bunch of white people. Yes. But once he got there, and just, he's like, oh, these people have done the work.
Yeah.
And the fact that he could relax was very affirming, because that's something that I'm just like, I just want to be chill, man. Like, I just want to be friends. Like, I don't.
That's another amazing person, like, Durante.
He's a wonderful person. Gives the best hugs. Also, one of the this community. There's a one of sexiest faces in the atheist community. Am I objectifying it? Yes. Am I owning it? Also, yes. I'm probably going to have a poll. You know, that's what I'm going to do. You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to do sexiest voices in the atheist community, and I'll just put a bunch of different people that I think have sexy voices, and we'll do a poll.
Okay.
See, and do for my live stream. And whoever wins gets a present.
I will never tell, but there are two people that I find attractive in the community, but I won't tell. But I just know it, though.
There are several people. Okay, like I have this of I would tap that, and there are so many people in our community that my brain is like, I would like to tap that. So I don't discuss
two people that I would want them to tap that.
Like you two, I probably have 10 to 15. easily. So
I'm like, man, do they know?
But in my emotional maturity, I don't want people to feel weird, so I don't usually tell them.
Yeah, exactly.
Because that's weird. Well, like there has to be a level of, trust, and for me to tell you, like, hey,
I want to tap that.
I find you attractive, and also at the same time, I find you attractive at the same time.
I'm sitting there like, I wish they subliminally would hear me thinking what I'm thinking. Can you,
Okay, but
can you hear me?
okay, Rob. The thing is, though, is that Rob. Okay, Neil deGrasse Tyson, yes. But the thing is, though, is that I'm thinking about the people that people only know in our little tight knit community that I know. Like, I know you know a bunch of people in the Skeptic community. That's one thing Rob does. Rob, get Kelly on RFRX. I can't do it, so you're going to do it. So I recommend, so you're going to do the thing. Because Car's going to do it anyway. So they're going to.
Well, I was on there
with. No, you've already been on. You've been on. Never mind. Don't do it.
Well, I was on with Joe and Jess. I haven't been on by myself, so I might want to do that one day. But I wouldn't know what to talk about for.
No, you should. I think that you should tell your deconversion story on an episode of RFRX.
Okay.
I think that your experience as a Black queer woman with a different mental health brain would be very beneficial for the community here, because we need more of that.
I think maybe at a later date I might be good to come back on, but not.
Yeah,
not
no.
Being
oh my God,
soon.
like. No, that's fine. No, like, as they go maybe into the new year, you can come back. You can do that. Because I think that telling that deconversion story would be like a really good thing for you to do for the community recovering from religion. Just saying. So, Rob, I'm putting that. I know she was just on. I'm talking later, Rob. Like in the future, like 2016. I'm no longer doing the scheduling, but I still want to do the scheduling. I'm topping from the bottom. That's what I'm doing. So.
But in our community, it would be Seth, and then Durante's voice for me always gets me. Those two would be voices that I would think of if I was to pick a voice in the community that I would say is A1. Those that come in mind. And
I don't know. Like,
female voices. That's the thing. I like Promise's voice. I like her voice as a female.
I love Promise's voice too. So
those would be my choice voices. And maybe somebody would.
I like Rachel. Me. I like Rachel's Oates voice too. Like I have a thing for women with British accents. Like she Rachel does really good content, and she does a lot of perspectives she's English, and her perspective on American evangelical culture is as interesting to hear. And also she kind of grew up in the Church of England system, which is like England is secular, but like there's the Church of England, which is related to the king and left over from monarchy, that like England still does. Grew up in that culture, so has this like, I grew up somewhat religious, but not really. But I'm a skeptic, and she's very well educated. I highly recommend her content, and she's very pretty and has a nice voice. So.
I would have to look her up. I don't know why my dog wants to. Now the whole dog neighborhood.
I will send you a link to Rachel's channel later.
You might get some more titties in your face. Sorry.
No, oh my God, everybody's insulted right now. Nobody likes boobs. Yeah. No, I
yeah.
don't think. No, Mr. D's voice would not win. No.
There was a picture of me that I
Yeah,
posted of
Mr.
me in a bathing suit,
D.
and
Tell him I said hello.
Bree said that
Rob, I
I
miss
need
you.
to be the
Rob, I miss you
spokesperson.
so much. I can't wait till you're on.
Who are we talking to?
I miss you so
Who are we
much.
talking to? Who are we talking to?
I'm saying I like me and Rob.
Okay.
Rob was the person that did my entrance interview for training for recovering from religion. Anthony Manabosco did my entrance interview.
Okay.
And then Rob was my trainer. And since then, we have been awesome friends. And they're one of my favorite people on the planet. And they're like, what fucking smart. Mr. Engineering Brand work on like fucking, space shit. And also, there's a lot of people in the skeptic community that like correct bullshit. So like Rob's on the cool fight of all the cool things. So
I appreciate you, Rob, and I appreciated being on the show. I had an amazing time talking with you and the other host and the people in the chat.
I'm for like a community nearly 5 years since I've been in the community. Is like there's but overall it's been a very good experience overall.
Yeah, but organization like Freedom from Religion is very important.
And I think that like orgs we will push.
You're breaking up a little bit.
That way, just more of us. Just a little.
Let me see. How can I? If you can hear me, you're breaking up.
Am I breaking up?
Yeah, you are. I was about to message you in the private chat. Yeah.
Can everybody else hear me?
You sound better now. You're like buffering
Maybe I could
something.
lean back.
It's internet. It's internet speak.
Maybe because I was leaning back my chair and I did not have my microphone.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to get better equipment and things because I've been doing more interviews and I've been hanging out with Amber on her channel in the daytime, and we do the Java and Jugs. I guess we're gonna be on tomorrow because Chris will not be doing the daily atheist morning show, so we'll be doing our Java and Jugs during that time slot. So
That's great. Do you have a link for tomorrow?
I can. Let me see. Hold on. I can send it to you in the private.
You go find a link.
Yeah, I can. Yeah,
so you can drop it in the chat.
I will drop it in the chat
so people can go do the thing and subscribe to the thing.
Okay.
I wish you guys did not do it during the middle of the week so I can be on. Maya.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna I don't know, Maya, if you're still here, but I'm giving you like a 15% scold for doing it during the week when I'm at work.
Yeah, but if it's later on the day, then I can be on. So one of us is screwed.
Well, that's the thing. Like, if it's just on like an evening or on a weekend, then like I can be on. And then if I'm like, we're just doing side eyes. That's all. Like, we love you, but side eye.
Yeah, but it's
it can be
Amber,
both.
Bree, Maya, Ryan, and myself. And we had the Apostate Sisters on for a while, but I guess they kind of had to step down for a minute being on the show.
Yeah. Yeah, there's stuff going on there, and different conversation. I do Godless Engineer. He's going to be on my show on Tuesday.
Oh, cool. Okay.
I don't remember what me and John are going to talk about because we had to reschedule him 3 times. So this is my third time. This is my third reschedule with John.
I would say this. You're cool, John, but your wife is amazing.
Casey is amazing. They're both. They are such amazing fucking human beings that like I love them. So John's gonna be on this Tuesday. Changing Winds, James is going to be on this coming Thursday. And Susan Gerbic from the Skeptic community will be on also a week from Tuesday. So
Yeah,
I got that coming up. I know I am because I collect people like Pokemon. I am a Poke people master.
Gotta catch them.
That's what I do.
Gotta catch them all.
Gotta get them all. Get all the Poke people. That sounds like a kink group, like a Poke kink group. Poke people.
Hey, I'm all down for
kink
it.
Group.
I might not participate,
right?
but I love watching.
Girl, you have no light anymore, so we're like nobody can see you.
I am dark. Oh, I'm sorry. I was trying to.
You are dark. Like you are darker than your skin tone.
Yeah, I was trying to post. I was trying to post the well, basically, if you go on Better Than Amber's page, she normally posts it on her page, but it's usually streamed with Maya's page, Ryan's page. All their pages have it. So I was trying to post the link, and I guess I took the light away that I had. I'm using my phone as a light because my light is mostly censored. And let me see if I can do this. Hold on. In the backyard, and some reason it keeps going out. Come on now. There we go. Okay. What's
all right? So okay, so I am going to shut down because it is 9 o'clock.
Oh yeah,
so I'm
late,
going to so it is almost 9 o'clock. So I'm going to shut it down.
Yes.
Kelly, thank you for being here. I am so glad that you are not part of my little life. So thank you for
you are
being my sister. Like I'm so glad you're in my life. So thank you for being part of my existence. Anyway,
I thank you as well for being part of my life as well.
Yeah, yay. Okay, so I was going to be on. Also, as well, please like and subscribe and share. If you know or if you know someone or wants to be on the show that should be on the show, have them email me. It's the best thing to do, guys. Like if you slide into my DMs, great, but it's better to email me because the ADHD is strong. And if you're in my email, you are more likely to get a response. Also, I will sometimes think I scheduled you. And I did not. So it's always better to email me. Knowing your limitations is a strength, everybody. I'm going to start saying this every week. Anyway, so other than that, thank you, Miss Kelly, for being on. Again, links to Black Non-Believers and Kelly's stuff is in the description box, or as the official name is the Doobly Doo. So go down to the Doobly Doo. Other than that, Kelly, do you have anything at last minute you want to plug? Shill, whatever.
Right now, no, I talked about everything I'm dealing with in the chat already and discussion already, but I would like to thank everybody for tuning in and watching this episode that I'm on. And like, follow, subscribe. Oh, Black Non-Believers also has a podcast. Mostly every first and third of the month, Saturday of the month, between 1 and 2. So please watch that as well. That channel as well. I'm the moderator for that channel. I don't really go on there and speak, but I am the technical support person.
But you have power.
Yeah.
Which is all that matters. Because you get to knock down assholes.
Yes, Bladen has been on our show. So do that. Also follow, like, subscribe to Hell's Bell, the Freethinker Fireside, please. It's a must. She must be super chatted status.
Please help the algorithm.
Help her out. She has amazing.
Also, please donate to my coffee. Like, just give me like $27, guys. Like, just to pay for the Streamlabs. That's all I want.
Yes,
because I'm not monetized yet.
Yes, we have to get monetized. Yes,
if I have to show, I'm going to show. But right now, also as well, I'm going to remind everybody to donate to Kyle's fundraiser right now because he has a media need. So please that is for Black non-believers. That is the wrong link.
Yeah, we need the link to the.
I'm gonna get I gotta get the correct link. Hold on one second.
Yep. So
I'll get the. I will get the correct link.
Yes. Who's
okay,
writing
so I'm gonna do that
now? Mine or hers?
All right, there we go. All right, so this is so again, do that and help Kyle out. If you cannot help him out, at least share the link. Okay, I'm gonna say good night to everybody. I will see everybody
good night,
here
everybody.
on Tuesday
Thanks
with
for
Godless
tuning
Engineer
in.
at 7 p.m. Stay kind, stay skeptical, give someone a compliment, and I will see you all here on Tuesday. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Good night.